particularly in the ninth when you're dealing with a guy who hits a leadoff triple and you kind of, you lock in there and you get 3 straight outs. Like, what's that feeling like as a closer?
I mean, everything you could ask for. I mean, a guy gets on third base, triple, it's like, in that moment you're like, man, this is a tough situation. Because you're like, and then you're like, you think in the back of your head, like, oh, now the bullpen's going to go, and it's like, all right. But then, like, as a closer, you're just kind of like, I've, like, kind of reveled in that role, and I really enjoy it. And in that moment, you just got to, like, one pitch at a time. Like, it's just, every time I just repeat myself, like, just go one pitch at a time and just do your best every pitch. And that just ultimately leads to doing well.
Slider looks really good in particular for you. Is that a pitch you
Yes.
primarily turn to when that's on?
It just depends. Like, it just depends on the batter and everything. But yeah, that's definitely my top out pitch. So, yep.
Did it help your confidence that you had escaped trouble in the previous 2 innings too, going into the ninth?
Yeah. I mean, also, like, when it's a one-run ball game, and it's just like the game seems much larger than, you know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, this is a big moment. Like, just, yeah. So, what was your question again? I'm sorry. That's the first time I've been doing this.
Yeah, you're all good. You escaped trouble when
Yeah.
you came in the 7th and then
Yeah.
the 8th as well. So did that kind of build your
Oh,
confidence
okay. Yes.
into the 9th?
Yeah, so it was just like kind of like rolled. It's like, I'm a fifth year, so I've watched a lot of college baseball. And college baseball is momentum, and if you play into the momentum and you just keep it going, like, everything rides out well. So, yes, that definitely helped me going into the 9th.
With your first weekend here and getting a call like today to get a 7-out save, what did it mean for you to be given a chance to keep going back out there the last 3?
It's big. Definitely love the trust and love that they give me the ball and allow me to do that. And, yeah, it feels great.
Did you think that you gave up the tying run and that ball got behind you on that last play? But Keyshawn gets over there and makes a play.
I went with the slider on that pitch, and it was an 0-1, and I tried to put it on the outside corner and left it a little bit middle. And when he hit it, I was like, oh, come on. And then, Luke Keyshawn out there making plays. So, yes, that was great. I did think it might have snuck through, but he made it, and we won the game. So
You were added to the roster over the winter break, is that right?
yes, sir.
So when did you get that call? What was that like? When did you kind of find out you were going to be joining the program?
It was like a week after I hit the portal, and I got the call to go to Arizona State, and I was like, man, that's packed full of baseball. It's big time, and so I was very excited, and I wanted to hop on that opportunity, and so I did.
Obviously, you've made such a big impression in a very short period of time. In the preseason, you looked really good. There's a lot of praise. What does that mean just to be able to come in, you're so new, and have the success that you have in such a short span of time?
It means everything. For me, being an older guy, and not having a fall with all the other guys, it takes some time to get to know the guys and everything. But, I came in, had a good preseason, and, it just kind of helped my confidence going into the season and everything. So.
You struck out 6 of the 7 outs you got today. Is that something you go up there looking to do every time? Is that your approach on the mound, I would say?
Definitely love the strikeouts. But honestly, I just try to attack the zone, and the strikeouts will come. Like I said, one pitch at a time. But, strikeouts come. I don't necessarily look to strike people out, but when I get 2 strikes in my head, I'm going, this is a strikeout, most of the time.
Jesse, I'm not sure if someone's asking about this. It's your first career save. You've been in college baseball a long time.
You actually got the win.
Oh, just what goes into that moment, especially early on in your ASU career?
First save, for first win. It's just cool. It's just a cool moment. Honestly, nothing much more than that. But just it was a great win, and I was glad to be a part of it. So.
Last season, this pitching staff, with the guys that were here previously, dead last in a lot of the significant categories in terms of ERA and hits given up and things like that. The whole talk of the offseason has been a revamp of pitching, whether it's starters and guys in the pen. 13 strikeouts today. It's been a long time since numbers like that have been put up. What does that mean for both of you guys to be a part of that and open up the weekend the way that you guys did?
That's just awesome. You love to have a staff that just can compete, and we have our staff is very in depth. Like I came in, well, this Sunday game, and I was sitting there, I was having a conversation in the bullpen. I was just like, dude, we have dudes in the pen. Like we just have guys that like, you know, we could run out 8 guys from our bullpen on a Sunday, and they can all go win a game. So that's really cool to have.
Does it help with your confidence to have such a great supporting cast behind you making plays?
100%. You know, when you're around other good arms, it makes you better. So.
Timmy, I was just wondering your response to the being a part of the new pitching staff and 13 Ks today. What did it mean to be a part of that and just this whole revamp?
Oh, it's special. I mean, it's always good to go out there and get a sweep. I mean, just came in, we did our jobs, we executed. 13 punches is the result of that.
Were you feeling the curveball in the bullpen before the game, or what was going? Because it looked really good there.
Honestly, I didn't have it in the first 2 innings, in my opinion. I backed up that one, they hit the guy in the back, their hitter. And I just started ripping him off in the 3rd, and the more I was out there, just got more confidence in it.
Did you want to keep going after you had that no-hitter, 5 innings through? Some trouble in the 6th, but you got you got bullpen to get out before you. How does it feel to be able to do that in your first 6 innings and have guys come in to wrap it up for you?
Well, I mean, obviously the competitor in me wanted to finish that 6th inning, but you know, there's a strict pitch count, and at the same time, you know, I'm perfectly fine handing it off to Bod because got the best fireman in the country. He's going to come and save my ERA, save those runs. So it's pretty special. I mean, Bod's a pretty special player.
Was that something that you were thinking about as the innings started to build up a little bit and the 0 was still on the board?
As in
with the no-hitter?
No, just, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to throw a complete game, so it was just, you know, it was a 0-0 ball game, not letting them touch the plate first.
What was your reaction to Jackson's catch in center field at the start of the game?
Wow. Pretty special. It's a special player. He's going to have a tremendous career here, and after here, I mean, he's a tremendous player, and just gave you a little glimpse of what he can do.
With you coming over from Florida, being a part of a big program, to get the ball opening weekend, you know, what does that say to the work you put in this offseason to be considered amongst a lot of great talented pitchers that you guys have all talked about to get the ball?
No, yeah, it's special. I mean, like I said earlier, we got 4, 5, 6 guys that could have easily taken any of these rotation spots. Obviously, glad it was me, and it's just a special group. We got a special staff, and just excited to be a part of it.
Besides Jackson or Isaiah's play in center field, you guys have a couple of great defensive plays behind you guys. Keyshawn's last one. Luke made a couple great plays. What did you guys? How does it feel to have that defense behind you, making plays all the time?
It's good to see the young bucks doing it right early. I mean, first weekend you got freshman Isaiah Jackson making a Sports Center top 10 play, and then Luke Hill. What an arm on that guy! Wow.
You
So,
change speeds really, really well with your fastball curveball. Is that kind of something you really try and focus on, is throwing guys timing off with, you know, going as low as 73, 74 with the curve and then as high as 91, 92 with the heater?
Yeah, I mean, just keeping them off balance. I mean, that's the name of the game, making hitters uncomfortable. It's what you got to do as a pitcher. So, yeah, definitely think about that.
You buckled a couple guys, too. You had their reactions in there were looking a little priceless. What did it mean for you? Do you, up on the hill, do you laugh at that and kind of feel like you got them on some of those pitches?
I mean, no. I mean, these are good hitters. Obviously, you catch a sword, you kind of appreciate it a little bit, but nah. I mean, nothing really crazy.
Has your time at ASU changed your approach at all on the mound from your years at Florida, or in what ways has your time here sort of helped you along?
Just having a lot of confidence. The guys in the locker room having confidence in me. It makes it a lot easier to pitch like that. Coaching staff having the utmost confidence in me. It's just special. ASU's a special place. I'm really happy to be here.
Some other pitchers have talked about that trust in general, and just how much sort of that is invested in everyone who was on the mound. Had a rough season there, for ASU last season. Do you feel like that's sort of the mark that's going to push you guys forward this year?
Absolutely. I mean, you bring in a lot of guys. Expectations are high, and we're looking to fill those expectations, probably exceed them too.
When the offense isn't clicking like you wanted to, the way it wasn't this weekend, is there like mentally another gear that you feel like you have to go to just keep your team in the fight as long as you can?
No, not really. I mean, it's the game of baseball. Like, we're gonna have games where we win 12-10, and us pitchers didn't do our jobs, and the defense and the hitting backs us up. I mean, it's just team baseball. One day the offense doesn't bring it, it's time to strap up and let's go. And then there's, like I said, there's going to be other days where we win 12-10, 11-13. So it's just testament to how close we are. It's like hitters, we got you, pitchers, we got you. And if one's not there, the other one's going to be there. It's a good win. Tough teams win on Sunday.